So, hello, peace be upon you. Welcome to another episode of the Happiness Revolution, where I dish out old bits of wisdom that, due to our lack of humility, we've kind of rejected, but now hopefully we're coming back from our belief that materialism, getting stuff and jobs and money is the answer. We're realizing that ain't going to work for us. And depression, which is on the rise, is a major sign to tell us something is wrong, and it's pushing us in the other direction. And it's a good direction. Depression is good. That's the title. As it says, as you can see it. And it really is good because this could be, if you're depressed, this could be the moment you change your life. I'm not trying to sound like one of those motivational videos or anything like that. I really do mean it. It's because the rest of your life, up to this point, you've been lying to yourself. In fact, you will continue to lie to yourself even if you get out of this depression. This is not about asking you to be perfect. You will have to take some big jumps, and those big jumps will make your life unimaginably better. Because when you look back, when you get out of it, you will look back and you go, wow, I was in prison then. I was in what kind of prison? Well, I was chasing stuff I didn't need. That's materialism. Sucking up to people because I thought my job and this and that depended on it. Not sucking up doesn't mean you're rude to people, by the way. Sucking up means, in my definition, doing stuff because you're scared you will lose out. You will fail, you lose your job or whatever. This is the time to make yourself free. And also, depression is about fighting the truth within you. Fighting the fact that materialism isn't important. And so many beliefs that you might have, there are endless beliefs that we have, and we need to start knocking them down and questioning them. Because one of the things you need to remove to do that is pride. So you need to lose pride, and that's what depression does. It brings you down and says, right, you think you're something special, yeah? You've got loads of money, you've got the job, whatever. Well, listen, this is God's way of giving you a chance, and giving you a chance by bringing you down a few pegs and saying, listen, calm down, listen, don't go crazy with following all these passions of what you think is a passion because somebody else has told you is cool, your career and all this kind of stuff. The truth is, this life isn't there forever. We're not here forever, and we've got to think about some deeper stuff. That's what depression is saying to you. And this talk, maybe I wanted to say this in the beginning, but this talk isn't just for people who class themselves as depressed, because there are a lot of people who are on their way down there because they have been sucking up to society as a whole, being people they don't want to be. They're just behaving like they're supposed to be, and that is most people. That is 99% of people. So this is for everybody. This is about taking care of the little things, looking at the truth within every single time. When you do something, asking yourself, is that honestly how I should behave? So I'm going to talk about real solutions straight away. And I'm going to talk about God first of all. God is a dirty word nowadays because we don't want to believe in God. We pretend to ourselves that God can't exist. There's this thing called evolution. Actually, evolution, yes, it does exist. And there's a thing called science. Yes, science exists. But it's a lie to say that science disproves God. Because if you ask yourself very quickly, could all of this happen by some freak accident or one accident after the other. No, evolution does not even tell you that. It's an interpretation of the facts, and it's a very poor interpretation of the fact. It's a biased interpretation of the fact by people who call themselves scientists but don't like to stick to strict logic. Is it really possible that these complicated creatures, even plants and things, they're incredibly complicated, and they could not have happened quite simply by millions and millions of accidents or blind evolution, as we call it. Okay, so let's knock that out straight away. God exists, and the rules of God continuously guide your life. If you break the rules of God, the rules of God are saying treat each other like brothers and sisters, your life is about doing good things, and that's got to be the focus of your life before money, before anything. Only then will you be free. Only then will you become free of depression. And you'll keep sinking back into depression until you realise you have to keep growing. So I'm not really following the bullet points here, am I? Let's go through the bullet points. So your soul is saying you need to grow, because when you were a kid, your soul was a baby soul. Okay, it didn't need so much. It didn't need so much meaning and all this kind of stuff. That's why people get confused. Like, so when we were small, we seemed to be really happy. Yes, you were really happy because your soul needed less, but your existence was not such a great existence. It was a minimal existence. Okay, and God wanted you to keep growing and wants you to keep growing, and even after your death you will keep growing. Heaven isn't a static place where nothing happens. You will keep growing, and it's an eternal journey towards God. That's what I'm going to say about that for now. Now I'm going to say a bit more. Your soul is on an eternal journey towards beauty. That's all God wants of you. He wants you to become beautiful, always becoming more beautiful. And that's where your journey's going. And I think I'll leave that bit to there. Let's go to the next bullet point. And part of being beautiful is not being focused on temporary things like materialism and competing with the Joneses, keeping up with the Joneses. That's you being pathetic. You chasing a career so that you can show other people, look at me, look how successful I am. That is pathetic. This depression is good because it's going to kick you up the backside and say, listen, you need to become free. You need to stop lying to yourself. You need to stop sucking up to your boss. Doesn't mean being rude to your boss. It actually means being nice to your boss, even if he's being rude, but not caring if you lose your job or not. There's a difference. Think about that. I don't want to get stuck on one bullet point because I'm trying to make these talks a bit shorter, kind of more punchy, so people don't get bored. I don't know. And it's also about challenging the things you force yourself to believe that is the truth, and looking deep within and saying, I know the truth is a bit different to what I've made myself believe. Like your career is everything, or a bigger TV is everything, or even your religious beliefs. There are a lot of beliefs we have, and I'm not going to start talking about each of them, because that'll make this video even longer, and I want to make loads of videos, and I want to answer lots of your questions, but I will come to them. You can't answer the question of depression in one go, because depression is an ongoing thing that can keep happening for different stages of your life. So if you're good, you need to become better, because your soul is saying you're ready for that. But your physical body is not keeping up with those actions. So the solution, let's do it quickly. The solution is to jump in and do some really good stuff. In short, if you compete with other people in doing good things, you're going to be okay. Just compete. That means when you compete, you are going to continuously better yourself in doing good things. That's how you're going to be depression free. And you need to have a relationship with God. You need to stop lying to yourself that this world is all there is to it, because that's just a big lie, to think that you just happened by accident. Just because some people who are supposedly religious, because religious people can definitely have depression, because they could be lying about themselves, because I think I just mentioned that they could be there, they could understand religion for the wrong reason. They could be supposedly religious just because they were born into it, or for social reasons so they can make friends. That is not good enough. You need to be religious for the sake of God, and understanding that you need to have a relationship with that God which is the source of nature, which puts you at peace. If you look at nature, if you look at trees, those kind of things, there's something about them that bring you to peace. And deep within that, if you look deep within that, you'll realize the source of that peace is God. God is the source of all peace. And you need to desperately ask God. Not just ask God, but desperately ask God. Here's a quick saying. People, if you do not cry before God, in front of God at night, you will cry during the day. I haven't said that saying quite well. Can't remember it exactly. But the point is, you need to submit yourself before God. And when you submit yourself before God, your nature will be in line with nature, and you'll be at peace. And you need to do that. When you say submit, you need to cry before God. And then you'll become peace. Because when you cry, you destroy your arrogance. Your arrogance makes you depressed. Okay, last bullet point. The truth within you will tell you, just like a broken leg needs time to heal, takes time to heal, so does your soul and your mind or whatever. You have been damaging for yourself for a long time, so it takes time. But the truth within you will also tell you that there should be some improvement, or an inkling, or something that tells you, basically a light within will tell you, you know what, this is the right direction. I'm going to say it one more time. Compete with each other in doing good things, and you'll be okay. It will set you on the right path. And when you hear that, hopefully a light within will tell you, you know what, that's the right way. And also, search for God. Thank you for watching. One listening as well.